The truth every man must know, and every woman needs to know about him. Let David G. Evans help you dare to be a man.
A trifling man, you can just be present, and whatever you do is okay. Good man pushing you to become, just by the way he is.
Bishop T.D. Jake says, up close and personal, I wholeheartedly recommend this to men and women.
A next dimension man adapts to his environment and then changes it.
Giving women hope and men clarity. Martha Munizzi added, this teaching shows women how to motivate the men they love to soar.
A male ought to represent promise to everybody in his family.
Hailed by Stedman Graham as remarkable. David G. Evans' book, Dare to Be a Man, or the 3-message series on CD or DVD. Visit our website or call 1-800-591-8480 now.
It's now easier than ever to stay connected with David G. Evans and the Bethany Baptist Church family. Follow the ministry and rejoice in all that God is doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. On Facebook, you'll be up to date on the latest happenings, and you can watch our Sunday services on Facebook Live at 8 and 11 a.m. Eastern.
Here comes the power. Hallelujah!
Words of wisdom and encouragement can be found on Twitter, and you'll get up to the minute sermon points as they happen in our weekly worship services. Follow us on Instagram and be blessed by the inspirational and special moments that are highlighted each week, and meet the people who are the heart of our ministry. And if it's video you want, subscribe to the Bethany Baptist Church channel on YouTube. See the celebrations, the special events, and the many, many people who are helping to transform lives one at a time. Stay connected with David G. Evans on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and become a member of our broadcast family today.
What if you could make one decision to unleash everything great in your life? Would you do it? Would you say yes? Aren't you tired of your relationships, your health, and so much more suffering because you lack the truth you need to change? The life you desire is within your reach. You can achieve all the success, happiness, and prosperity you deserve by simply learning the secrets that lead to real personal transformation. Change is hard, but not impossible. You just have to make one radical decision to get real. And there's no better authority on the real steps to change than David G. Evans.
Some men trust in chariots. Some men trust in horses. But we will trust in the Lord.
David G. Evans is leading the charge to bring you the power to change your life. He is committed to the mission of helping you transform and become a person of power, and it starts with his all-new system to change your situation. At the centerpiece of this life-altering collection is David Evans' groundbreaking training course. From ridiculous to radical to real, this means war. In this series, you will discover the steps to change. This series includes 2 powerful messages, each on winning the battle in your mind and cultivating a language of faith. That's 4 messages, 4 power-filled hours of material. If you want a better marriage, this series has the answers. If you want to achieve financial independence God's way, the secrets in this series will empower you to make it happen. If you want a life of power, anointing, and influence, this series will show you how to get it, and there's more. You're looking for serious, immediate results. So Bishop Evans will also include one of his best-selling messages called Weapon of Warfare. This classic teaching will build you up to start fighting in the spirit for what you deserve.
Good morning. Welcome to OnPointe, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. That's at David G. Evans 1 worldwide. You can give us a call today. Toll free 866-743-8267. That's 866-743-8267. That's 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. This is the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show. We talk about faith. We talk about politics. We talk about culture and religion. and sports, but always from a kingdom perspective, from a biblical point of view. So if you're interested in that kind of conversation, won't you please share with someone that you know? Have them join us for On Point right now. We're on from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're toll-free around the world, 866-743-8267, and we want you to give us a call. Let's talk today about those things close to your heart, but always from the kingdom, the biblical perspective. Of course, joining us once again is our world-famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith. Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing? Morning.
All right, how you doing?
Good. It's cold in here.
Sound like I didn't know whether it was your allergies or whether it was chilly.
No,
I don't know.
it's chilly.
It feels cold to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't feel it. You know, I got my long sleeves on, so yeah, man. So, a lot going on this week,
Yeah.
as usual, as has been in the past. Police arrest 2 middle schoolers for plotting a Columbus-type massacre.
Yeah. And he was trying to do another Parkland, another Columbine type thing. I guess they shared it. One of the kids told the teacher that they thought the kid had a gun in his backpack.
Okay.
So they called the police. Police came, checked the backpack. No
Okay.
gun.
Okay.
But they found a map of the school with certain entry points.
Okay.
And then that's when they went to their house and found guns. These are middle school kids.
Wow.
Guns, knives, searches on how to make bombs.
Wow.
I mean, they were looking to, these are middle school kids.
But I understand the mother of one said they're just little boys. Come on, man. Little boys don't sit around and plot to kill their schoolmates.
Right.
And have schematics of the school and entry points and exit points and where we want to go do the most damage. And they're modeling it after one of the most tragic days in American history.
Absolutely. And now I try not to see it. People think we're trying to bring race into stuff, but you can't help it when you see the kids get arrested.
Yep.
The first thing you do is give them psych evaluation.
What?
To see, because again, how could these kids go here? Now, I'm not against psych evaluation. Problem is,
it's not consistent.
It's not consistent across the board.
No, it's not consistent.
It is not consistent.
And we have to be honest about that. It's not a consistent thing.
Yeah.
There's injustice and inequality in our justice system, and that's just the truth, and we have to understand that. And I find that in these days, I'm absolutely more wary of the justice system than I was when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's more refined.
Yeah, I was not that it was not something that I had to ride down the street and be aware of 24 hours a day whenever I was outdoors.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you have to, and especially since they refine how they do it. Back in your day, certain places they were just blatant. They were just
you knew where you could and you knew where you couldn't. Yeah.
Nowadays they fix it up, make it look nice. But again, it always goes back to, with one group, they were radicalized, something went wrong. Other group, it's just who they are as people.
Okay.
And I got a problem with that.
Okay.
It
does seem to be a little biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the same thing they say, these kids had not these kids, but in that community, they had a broken home. Their father wasn't there. So they became violent.
It becomes a reason for their behavior.
Yes. Versus us, it's not a reason.
No.
It's
just a bad kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still remember the day after Columbine.
Okay.
I was in high school.
Okay.
We were terrified to go to school.
Were you?
Yeah. Because that was the first time, something that big happened in high school.
Yeah.
And you could feel the tension around the classroom. Because when it happened, we went home from school and everybody said, it's on the news.
Yeah.
So your thought process, if I go to school the next day, and you could feel the tension in the room. And they had, that was when the goth kids were big. Those are no goth kids that were all black.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember in math class, one of the goth kids walked by the classroom, and a girl in our class screamed.
Oh, wow.
Because one of the Columbine kids were the goth kids.
Yes.
And she said, "Oh my God, that's a real." Since that time, a lot of students have had that added pressure of, if I go to school,
okay,
am I going to
something
live?
may happen?
Yeah, something may happen.
Yeah.
I go outlive this.
Yeah. And I think that's realistic.
Yeah.
But I think it's something that our politicians, when they're thinking about what types of laws to put in place, I don't think, an elementary school child should go to school and say, I thought this was going to happen.
Yeah. Like, I'm not surprised.
You can't go to a ball game. I knew something like this was going to happen.
Yeah. That's a lot of stress for an adult to deal with.
Well, yeah.
Like a child?
It's untenable with a child.
Yeah. You go to school not knowing if you're going to outlive the day. That's...
But I don't see our politicians having enough urgency to prevent this type of environment for our kids to walk, live in, work in, go to school in, and just live out their lives.
Because my question is, now, could be crazy. How in the world do a bunch of 12 and 13-year-olds get the amount of guns that they had, unless there was some adult helping them, or it was just...
And somebody really letting them raise themselves?
Yeah. How?
How much privacy does a 12-year-old need in his room?
Thank you.
In my way of thinking, none.
You have no privacy in my house. So I'm going to shut my door.
You don't have a door.
You don't have a door, right?
Let's talk to Keisha and Elizabeth. Hey, Keisha, how you doing?
All right. How you doing, Bishop and Pastor Nick?
Hi.
Welcome to On Point once again. What's your comment today?
I had something on my mind because I think it was last week. I'm a faithful, watcher.
Uh-huh.
And so I like to say hello to everybody, but I just got distracted by one of the persons that was on. She was telling me that, you need to start listening and watch and stop texting. I said to myself, you know what? I tagged in because I said, you know what? I'm getting off. I'm not coming on no more. So I had said that to myself. So she was like, you say, look, I like to say good morning or good afternoon to everybody that's on, on the Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, it was like, no, Keisha, come back on, come on. No, don't do that. So, and then it's another thing because it really bothered me. So I said, you know what, I'm not even going to worry about that. And I have another situation. One of my sisters in Christ, we used to go to church together in Allentown, PA.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is, like a couple of days ago, she lost her husband. And they was very, very close. So I had said, I'm going to wait to tag her in. But I'm not going to be on that too long. But I was just like, and I read the Psalms that you had told me to read. So I said, you know what? Since they wanted this person, I don't know who it is. It's what was her name? Cheryl. It was Cheryl K. Petware. That's the one that told me that I need to stop texting and listening.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, why would she do that? And I was so discouraged and angry at myself. So I tagged in. I said, you know what? I'm going on. I'm turning off. I'm not coming on no more. And I was just angry. So I said no. And then they told me, come back, Keisha, come back. So Brother Kevin and Maya and Desiree, they saw me, they saw the message that I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not coming back on no more. I'm done.
So why would you let somebody? Why would you let somebody persuade you to walk away from something that you like?
Hello to everybody
Yeah.
that's online,
Uh-huh.
and I know I'm a faithful watcher.
Yeah.
But she over here talking about you need to stop texting and stop listening. I'm like, you know what?
But she's not somebody you listen to, right?
Yeah, her name was
That's okay.
Airplane.
Okay.
Her name was Sister Cheryl K. Petwick. P-R-E-W-I-C-K.
We fixed it. We fixed it.
We fixed it.
I told them in the chat if anybody's gonna be correcting somebody, it's gonna be us.
That's right.
And if something's a problem, we'll say something.
That's right.
Nobody in the comments has a right to.
That's right.
Right.
Correct you all.
Yeah. But Bishop, I got so angry. I was like, you know what? This is it. And I get angry real fast.
Hey Keisha, let me give you a secret for life that I use every day. If it's going to go your way, you don't have to get upset.
Yeah.
Right.
Always remember that. If it's going to go your way, you do not have to get upset.
Right.
Okay? So she couldn't make you do anything. She couldn't make you decide. So there's no need to allow the enemy to get you that upset about anything.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
All right.
I hear you.
All right.
I'm not gonna hold you long, but please keep her name is Sister Lisa Jones.
Okay.
She just lost her husband like a couple of days ago.
Okay.
So they now preparing for the funeral and everything, but she's doing. I mean, that's her husband, but she's really, really taking it hard because they've been together many, many years.
Oh yeah, we'll pray for her.
Many years.
All right. Thank you, Keisha.
Thank you, Bishop and Pastor Nick.
Yes.
Talk to you soon.
Have a blessed day.
Bye bye.
All right.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Any smart device at David G. Evans On. Won't you share right now, tag a few people, invite some people to join the conversation this morning as we talk about those things that are dear and near to you. Now, something new with the banking industry and the IRS. When banks report annual inflows and outflows of accounts with at least 600 or at least 600 in transactions. Now, they were doing that. Some banks already had adopted that about 2 years ago, that they were not anything that you cashed 600 or more, they were reporting. And I know there was a $10,000 reporting limit on cash, but it looks like now they're using 600 transactions, 600
that's
deposits.
what they want to do. Their claim is that it'll help the auditing process.
What auditing process?
The IRS wants to audit. So that's what they're claiming. That if that it's easier for them to go in because the banks are reporting it, they don't have to go through and try to filter through all the accounts and stuff.
I think the people that are doing things illegally keep adjusting under the reporting limit, and now down to 600, they think they're going to eliminate just about everybody.
Right, and it goes back to, again, you're got a lot of working class people now. All their business, the government. I mean, nothing's really private anyway.
Right.
So I mean, they can get in a heartbeat. But I don't really think somebody making $20,000-$30,000 a year, is going to be a big time IRS cheat. I mean. They could be, but
why don't they shut some of the loopholes?
Yeah.
Why not do that rather than maybe over analyze people that are just working every day, paying their bills and going home and watching television?
Yeah. I mean, come on,
man.
You got jokers hiding all these billions and millions of dollars in the Cayman Islands. And,
why don't they go get that?
All that? Do that.
No. Once again,
yeah.
They're not going to go against the wealthy. They're going to come against people that are working hard every day, and they're going to get what they need from the middle class and the lower middle and lower class people.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Let's go to Robin from Delaware. Hey, Robin.
Good morning, Bishop and Pastor Nick. How y'all doing? It's fine.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Before I make my comment, I don't know if she's listening, I wanted to thank Ava when she spoke last week regarding, being overwhelmed and everything that's coming, so fast. I understand what she's talking about. I've been working so much that my body shut down, but I know that God's saying sometimes you do have to take rest so you can continue to work towards your goals. So I want to thank her for what she said last week.
Okay.
But now, have you seen the video of the, it was so funny, where the Frontier flight attendant taped the guy to the seat in his mouth because he was acting up on the plane?
You see those videos?
No.
People act up on the plane now, like coughing or try to act unruly.
Yeah.
They will come and tape them to the seat. Literally duct tape their whole body to the seat the whole way there.
But I thought the law said, like Delta or somebody said they couldn't do that anymore.
They are still doing it.
Yeah, Frontier can.
They are doing it.
They can.
They are doing it.
They're literally taping people to the seat if they're not behaving?
If they're extremely misbehaving, yes.
Okay.
And part of me after like 9/11 and stuff, I don't blame them for.
Yeah, that's why I'm not getting on planes. Because I don't know why people are just acting so unbelievably out of hand these days.
Yeah.
And it just can't be COVID.
No. It's other stuff coming up and people, just trying to make a point, coughing on there and just talking trash. It's just mental illness is on the rise.
But he was looking under the flight attendant's dress. He was he punched one of the flight attendants.
What?
The one that he punched is the one that got the tape and taped him to the seat.
And the passengers are helping them.
I'm sure
Yep.
after they saw that. Yeah.
They're holding the person down.
My goodness. Thank you, Robin.
But I wanted to ask you, Bishop and Pastor Nick, do y'all have any pet peeves that bothers you? I have 3. I want to see if y'all can think of 3. One is where you at the gas station, especially here at the BJ's.
Oh, like small pet peeves.
You sitting behind them. They sitting in the car. You thinking they get ready to pull off. They in there on their phone, get out and pump the gas. Then when you trying to get over, a person will not. They see you trying to get over. They either speed up, slow down, so you can't get over. Those are 2. I have another one I ain't gonna say on the air. But y'all have any pet peeves?
Not that I can think of offhand, Robin.
I know you do, but you probably got 10.
No, I'm sure I don't have many because I put stuff in categories where they don't bother me.
Because you talking about small pet peeves versus big stuff
small.
like people that are consistently lying to you.
That bothers me. That's not a peeve. That's not a peeve.
That's not a pet peeve.
Yeah, that's normal people. But
yeah,
I try not to major in minor things, Robin. I'm sure I have some things that have bothered me in the past that people do, but I think
Y'all just pray for me.
Yeah, we always do, Robin. We know you need it.
Just pray for me.
the Saints got road rage. That's the issue.
Saints got road rage.
Got
No,
road
I don't
rage.
have. No, that wasn't road rage. I'm just sitting there like I can't believe he was sitting in the car.
She got gas station rage.
Gas station rage.
Gas station
In your
rage.
car, you got
gas
something
station
going
rage.
on.
You got car rage. You got some kind of rage going on.
But I'm gonna get off. But I just want to let anyone that does Uber in Texas.
Yeah.
I heard where any Uber driver that takes a woman to get an abortion, they're going to be reported.
Yeah, it's Texas.
How are they going to even know that they're getting an abortion unless what that Uber driver going to ask?
They won't know until they pull up to the clinic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's all I have to say.
All right, now talk to you.
All right, love you guys.
Bye-bye. What? So, tell me what was the point of the recall in California?
A $276 million waste of time. Taxpayer money.
Is that how much it costs?
$276 million. First, they said it was over how Newsom was handling COVID, with all the shutdowns in California.
What are they going to do?
Thank you. But it was just the Republicans in the country, in the part of California.
They saw an opportunity, that's all.
Yeah, that's
and they
all
were
they
willing
wanted.
to spend $300 million to try to get it done.
Yeah. And people were unhappy with Newsom, so they figured, first off, you want to do that, why would you bring in Larry Elder as the person? He wasn't even a viable individual after he said that slave owners should have got reparations after slavery. And he a black man, but
No, he's not.
Yeah, just.
So Newsom wins, and the Republicans spend almost $300 million trying to prove a point.
Taxpayer money to try to prove a point.
That is so disappointing.
And the election, I think, the governor election is next year, I think. They could have waited a year and a half.
For the election.
And if you want to do something out, get them out.
Almost $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll say they have no programs to help, no money to help people, no money to help kids, no money to feed people.
Yep.
But politicians call the recall expenditure a good use of funds.
Yeah. They got this stuff out there, and it's I don't know.
I'm help me out, and maybe it's generational, and you can help me with this. I was. Am I being superficial, not seeing the real core of the issue over these face masks?
No, I think it's a big deal at all. It's a face mask. Just wear it. It's not that deep.
I mean, I saw a guy on TV a couple of weeks ago. He went to a local court somewhere in the country, and when he got to the court, he started to take off his clothes. And he started to talk about the fact that, when he drove his car to the court that day, he had to stop at lights, and he had to do this and he had to do that. He was told he had to wear a certain kind of clothing, and he got down and was almost taking his pants off. He's steady talking about all, and his whole point was, why are we having a problem wearing masks when we have to obey so many rules all day long?
Mm-hmm. They made it political. Again, if we had an adult in office during that time, somebody just said, "Yo, let's mask up, do the right thing," you'd have had your people push back.
Yep.
You'd had your pushback, but it wouldn't be to this degree.
No.
It's a mask.
So the federal jobless benefits are getting ready to go away? So the unemployment is going away.
The extra money from the COVID money's going away.
Oh.
So remember, they were paying the unemployed people like a couple $100s a month,
Right.
to help them during the pandemic.
Right.
And a lot of people are associating all these jobs having a lack of employment, having all these open spaces,
Yeah.
with people just sitting home,
Yeah.
collecting unemployment and the additional COVID unemployment benefits on top.
Okay.
So like, why go to work if I'm making $1,000 extra a month?
Absolutely.
I mean, you got restaurants that can barely serve people because they don't have enough staff. Hotel, all this stuff. It's just, you got jobs now, truck drivers going to pay you $30 an hour, full benefits, and they can't even get people to.
I know a place where they're paying people $26 an hour simply to load trucks, and they can't get people to work.
Man, I'll be working
Man.
some overtime. You did.
I'm almost tempted to go get a part-time
Right.
job. Good God Almighty, $26 an hour to load some stuff.
Yeah, man, please. I'll be there all day long.
Man, they'd have to put me out.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. So some folk gonna be in for a rude awakening. The only problem I have, of course, is those who really needed it.
Yeah.
Because of like genuine reasons are going to suffer because
Sure.
so many,
But they had to cut it off.
they had to. They
Yeah,
couldn't. keep
it
it
couldn't continue forever.
No.
And I feel for those that saw it as an endless blessing, but it was not. It was situational.
Yep.
So they need to come on and take care of this.
Mhm.
All right, now, COVID update. So now they know 1 in every 500 U.S. citizens has died of COVID.
That's a lot of people.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
Mississippi has the highest COVID death rate in the U.S. now, and one of the highest in the world. FBI is investigating Vermont state troopers for creating fake vaccine cards. How far are you willing to go?
Yeah. Because I think they're trying to make the police get vaccinated, but these vaccine cards being faked has been going on since
For a while.
For a while.
But here's the thing. So it's like people with AIDS not telling you, and you get in a relationship with them. It's life-threatening. So why would you do that?
Yep.
Because of your right. But I understand we all have our own personal rights. But one of those rights is not a right to put somebody else in harm's way.
Absolutely. And the Christians, I've been telling some of these Christians that your American rights is not the same as your biblical responsibilities. They're not the same. God did not give us American freedoms. The Constitution did. That is not scripture.
Yes, sir. I
It's
hear
not
you.
scripture.
Absolutely.
My God-given freedoms as American. God did not give you that.
Explain it, man.
Some founding fathers did.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
And
yeah.
even then, you're
Yeah.
really not that free. So I mean, it's to me, I'm glad we have American rights. I'm glad we have freedoms
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
But when they counter biblical principles,
Got a problem with it.
it's can't get around it.
So Iceland, one of the leading countries in vaccinations, is seeing a surge with no deaths since May.
Yep. That's
So
the thing.
they are most of them are vaccinated, and even though Delta has hit, they're seeing a surge, but no deaths.
No deaths.
Which means they're experiencing breakthroughs,
Yeah.
but the people are not
But
passing
people
away.
aren't passing away because they're the I think they're the third leading country in vaccination.
Yeah. I got a question. Let's shift for a minute to sports. Now, I know this is your era for sports, but let's talk about basketball specifically.
Okay.
Do you think it's odd that I think the old school game is much more entertaining, much more, it's just better than the new game?
Oh, I don't even watch basketball like that now. It's too soft. I like a little more
Okay,
roughness.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
everybody's flopping, which I hate seeing.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
The flopping
Okay.
and trying to be all extracurricular with their just
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like, come on, y'all. Like,
They get breathed on, and all of a sudden they're in the second row of the stands and everything.
they're more athletic,
Yeah.
but it's not the same.
I find myself more intrigued by historic NBA games than I am by the new stars.
Yeah.
And I love Curry. I think Kyrie is a wonderful ball player.
Yeah.
I think LeBron was wonderful. I thought Kobe was wonderful, but Kobe to me kind of straddles the old game and the new game. Yeah. So I don't know what our people think that are listening today and our sports fans do, but I just think that the NBA old school is a much better game than the new one.
Yeah, I was reading something. Now all the kids all they want to do is shoot 3-pointers all day.
Right.
So that's all you see in the game is a bunch of 3-pointers.
Right.
And,
Right.
You know.
You got 7-footers shooting 3-pointers now.
There's not a lot of all-around stuff. And at least back in the day, there was that, we can be friends off the court, but on the court, I don't like you. You don't see that now.
Yeah, I know.
I like that we're here to win. We're not here
You're trying to say the game is soft now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if I'm playing somebody on the court and one of us has to win, I'm going to try my best to make sure it's me.
Absolutely.
And you win and lost. You learn and lost.
Yeah.
And we could be cool after the game is over, but just that.
I long to see Elijah Wands again and Shaqs and those guys, man.
Yeah, and I like what's his name, dude from Milwaukee, Giannis.
Yes,
he's good.
Yes, he is.
He is very good.
He's an old school ball player.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's got that. He's getting that thing to him, that edge to him.
Yeah,
and I enjoy that.
I don't know. I've always thought LeBron was a crybaby. So
yeah. And look, LeBron.
It's hot in here. It's so hot. Oh my goodness, it's so warm. The air conditioner's broken. Come on, man.
I mean, phenomenal physical ability.
Yes, sir.
For a guy that tall.
Yes, sir.
But him flopping all the time and
they don't seem to be team guys anymore.
It's let's get it and shoot.
Very few people are coachable.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and it's more about the player now, and the super teams. Back in the day, a super team was built through the draft, more than it was through free agency.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like all five of us gonna come together and run on the same team.
They trading up now.
Yeah, they're trading up now just to get a ring.
Yeah.
And to me, it just
and to make the money.
Yeah.
I in my time, back in my days, if we look at something like where money's concerned, prize fighting, $5 million for a fight was a big fight for like Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think these guys would go to the gym for $5 million now.
No. It's somebody brought. It's all about the individual player contracts and personal brands.
Okay.
So it's about building my brand up in the sport.
Okay.
And part of me can say, you know what, from a business standpoint,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because you want something outside of this.
I get it.
But it's just that edge, man. Kobe, you didn't like him, but you had to respect him.
Okay.
Because he had that. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win.
Yeah.
That's why when he started getting a little softer.
That's an old school mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he started getting a little softer around the end of his career, he's retiring, he's being all nice. I'm like, who is this? Like, I get why he did it, but
your kids will soften you up.
Yeah, he just started getting all.
Your kids soften you up, man. And then don't get grandkids because they really soften you up.
He's all.
Yeah, just
I
don't know. So last week you guys were talking about Dallas and Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And I thought I watched the end of the game because you guys really got me hyped up about it. And I thought that I was going to watch Brady throw his way into the victory. He just moved him down the field and they kicked the ball.
That's all he does.
I thought he was going to.
Oh no. See the difference between him and Montana to me is Montana. For the most part, he's going to throw a touchdown.
Okay.
Brady will lead them to a field goal. Not to say he's never done the touchdown thing, but we know guaranteed he's going to lead them.
Okay.
To Montana, he's going to drive down the field. We're going to get in that end zone.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Give us a call. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. We're going to Kentucky, and we're going to talk to Angela. Hey, Angela, how you doing?
Good morning, Bishop Evans.
You doing all right, girl?
Good morning.
Doing pretty good. I tell my children I'm still kicking, just not too high. I have a question about, I know it's a scam, but I want to know how the Bitcoin situation. I know you have a history in banking.
Yeah.
And what is this Bitcoin stuff all about?
Well, it's not a scam. When it first came out, we thought it probably was. But the trillions of dollars that are being traded in it now, and we're at the point now where there's going to be a announcement where commercial banks, some major commercial banks, are contemplating accepting Bitcoin deposits. So this electronic currency is absolutely become a viable part of the financial system, and major banks are considering at this point taking deposits because they've also gotten over the fact that not all of it is scammy, but some of them are quite legitimate, and there's a lot of world wealth invested in Bitcoin.
So how are we able to tell the difference between what is scam and what actually is?
I think you have to go with the ones that are recommended by reputable brokers. A Bitcoin now, I think last week, was going for about $30,000 a piece, a coin.
Oh wow!
So if you bought them when they first hit the market at let's say 25 cents a coin, and now each of those, if you bought 1,000 of those, and now they're worth 30,000 a coin, you're talking about millions of dollars, Angela. So it was an investment opportunity that some people didn't believe in, and it did feel scammy, it did feel pyramid-y, it did feel all that in the beginning. But then as it began to develop, there was no getting around the fact that it is a viable part now of the international economy. And the other piece that was kind of sketchy about it is a lot of illegal businesses, drugs, guns, they were using Bitcoin as a way to keep their earnings under the radar.
Okay.
I fear of
So
Bitcoin.
are there government regulations to this?
I don't know if they're going to or
I
not.
don't know. They're going to need to. I think my fear with Bitcoin is if it falls apart, who's backing it?
Well,
Because they can't find the person who made it,
they're,
who created it.
they're not backed by anything.
Yeah, and it's like they always say, only invest what you can lose. Where it's not going to bug you if you lost that amount.
I think also that a lot of people that are trading in them have become quite wealthy in a very short period of time.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand that the average individual is not equipped educationally, nor has the database or the computers or the technology, that is, to mine them properly so that you can take advantage of the different trends in Bitcoin throughout the day.
Yep.
So that it's more than just sitting down and saying, okay, I think I want to buy a few Bitcoins. It's really involved. It has to be watched like the stock market has to be watched.
Yeah.
So, if it's not regulated, I'm kind of concerned who is watching it.
Well, that's one of the big ifs right now. It's not backed by anything like we're used to with gold and that type of thing. It's not backed by a government or a system. It simply exists, which is really, really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And it's worth a lot of money, and people are keeping their investments in it. But I'm sure a lot of people have taken out, especially those that have made, $100 million. I'm sure they've come out of Oh yeah. I would have sold mine in a second.
Yep.
Right.
Because I wonder how long it's going to take for the wagon to get so loaded that it breaks.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's my concern as well.
Yeah.
So
How's things in Kentucky, sis?
Wonderful fall weather.
Okay.
All is well.
Okay.
Things are going well. Just want to thank you guys again for always presenting such a very interesting and intelligent show.
Thank you so
guys
much.
Have a great weekend.
You too now.
Take care.
Stay strong.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Angela from Kentucky, 866-743-8267. That's 866-743-8267. Anybody writing us today on Facebook?
A Just I mean, Bitcoin is going to be part of the future. It's going to be here for a while.
Right.
Some people are talking about the basketball stuff, calling certain players, I ain't gonna say their name, crybabies. But I mean, I guess when you're conditioned in, we're growing up in that era, it was just different, man.
You know, I'm still looking for another Dr. J.
Yeah.
And you know, the way the pros are talking, he was singularly unique.
Yeah.
Not just because of his basketball skills, but his statesmanship,
and all that,
the way he handled himself, and
yeah.
You know, we yearn for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I like that you knew the best teams was there, but you still didn't know. New York could beat Chicago.
Oh yes.
Sometimes, you know.
Oh yes.
The Pistons with the Celtics in the 80s.
Oh yes.
You know, it was that hard. Like now, it's just.
Yeah.
It's a lot of. I'm trying to find the word. I can't. It'll come to you later.
It's not. The strength of it seems to be gone.
Yeah.
And I think the parity of the teams.
There was parity. That's what
parity of the teams made it much more interesting.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have as many scrubs playing, and every team had a star or two.
Yeah.
They're still talking about Oscar Robertson.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that when triple doubles were not triple doubles, he was doing them for entire seasons.
Absolutely.
An entire season? Doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely. I feel the way about football a little bit too.
Okay.
It's become so offensive oriented to get numbers and views, because the more points you have, the more people want to watch.
Yeah.
I'm a good slugfest defensive guy.
You like me too. I like the defense.
If the score could be 17-10, and if it's a hard fought, they fighting each other.
That's a good game.
That's a good game to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is boring. They need to score more points. No, man, I need some.
No, I like the trench stuff, man. I like to see the battles on the line.
They kicking each other's behind.
Yeah, man.
You know,
sacking the quarterback. You can't even breathe on him now.
Yeah. As soon as you touch him, it's just.
Oh, come on.
It's annoying.
Pet peeve.
Right. It's a pet peeve.
We're learning them, Robin. We're learning them.
But I think that's a lot of that is how we're teaching our young folk too. I'm all for. They taught us. I'm sure they taught you the same. Be a good sport.
Absolutely.
Treat your opponent with fairness and respect. But while you're out there, knock their head off.
Win.
Yeah. But do it with some respect.
Yeah.
Now it's everything's got to be if their feelings are hurt, you got to make sure they're okay. And I'll check your feelings after the game.
Come on, man.
During the game.
Come on, man.
we are adversaries.
They're giving out trophies for people showing up, man.
We are adversaries.
When do you get a participation trophy? What is that?
Right.
They're gonna start giving out A's just because you showed up at class?
I know.
Come on,
just
man.
to make everybody feel better, and they tried hard, but then they become adults, and in corporate America, well, I showed up for work. You're supposed to show up for work. Like, you don't get no cookie because you came to work. That's what you're supposed to do.
Your appreciation is your check.
Hello.
Oh man,
I'm a good father. You're supposed to be a good father.
Yes. You want points for that?
Right. Come on,
man.
But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
I kind of think this is running. It's a possibility.
Okay.
And this is not necessarily his fault. I think if Trump runs again in 2024, I think some of the stuff that's going on now, I would not be surprised if he either won or came close to winning again, because of this logic about the vaccine mandates and all that stuff, and how people feel like their freedoms are being infringed upon.
Okay.
And those who voted for Biden that were like on the edge may tip over against him. Now, again, this is based off going on right now. Okay. Americans have a short-term memory.
Okay.
If 2 years Biden blows out the park, they'll be fine.
I see what you're saying. I think what has happened, I think all of this voter suppression, all of these amazingly stupid lies that the Republican Party is selling, are a greater indication that they are in the minority, which is why they're trying to tip the scales by taking away people's access to vote, right to vote. They're doing things that are substantiating their smaller size rather than doing something to expand their tent. Which means to me that if the country rebels against what they're doing, they're going to get smoked again. I think the problem is they keep doing things that sooner or later you have to reject.
I agree. It's just that side, that minority side.
They're making more noise than the rest of us are.
They're more hell bent.
Yeah, they're making more noise. Yeah. But when it comes down to the numbers, Pastor Nick, I'm not sure they have the numbers anymore.
Right.
And they're steadily losing women, who are a major part of any national voting bloc.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're steadily losing minorities. You know, Hispanics, they have some people that are, in Cubans, they have some people that don't consider themselves people of color. I don't know how you do that when you look in the mirror.
Right.
You know, it's just, but you know, we have black people who say they're not black. I'm American.
Yeah.
You know, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. But the fact of the matter is that I think all these efforts to interfere with people's right to vote is them really yelling, "We're outnumbered."
Yeah. When you said about the black people, there's a very famous bishop. I don't know if I would say his name.
Okay, what's the name?
Bishop Marvin Winans.
Okay,
was recently at this mixed church.
I know him.
And the clip was going around where he said that there was no black church, and kind of we're just the church of the Lord Jesus Christ, and etc.
I get that.
The problem is he is not considering why, first off, the black church needed to be created.
Absolutely.
It's not like we wanted one.
No, we had to have one.
We had to have one.
Yes, sir.
And the problem is, I hate to use this phrase, in mixed company, they can interpret that to mean, oh, he agrees with us.
Absolutely.
We all are one, even though we know darn well that ain't true.
Well, you know, I'm not unacquainted.
Yes.
Because
the clip went viral, so it is public.
I've shared meals with Bishop.
Yeah.
Conversations with Bishop. I mean, we've sat on platforms together, so I'm not talking out of school.
Yes.
Some of my contemporaries, rather than say nothing, will say something that appears to be compromising in certain contexts.
Yeah.
And to me, he was trying to please the crowd.
Yeah.
But I don't think you please a crowd at the cost of your identity.
Yes.
Nor do I think you give the impression that there is no historic integrity when the word black church is used.
Yes.
Now we don't call the white church the white church. Right. We just know that it is.
Yeah.
But the black church has its origins for certain reasons.
Hello? Come on. And he was hooping while he said it. I'm like, bro, you're doing something from the black tradition. Like, it's like... I know.
He's a singer.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Danny from Florida. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Good morning, Bishop. Good morning, Pastor. How you all doing today?
Oh, gee.
I can talk about my friend if I want to.
Right.
I can talk about I'm talking about my friend Marvin Winans. I can give him some gas if I want to. Okay. What's up, Danny? How you doing?
How y'all doing today, Bishop?
We're fine, man. Welcome to On Point once again. What's your comment today?
Well, I just wanted to comment on the COVID situation here in Florida. I found out that my county that I live in is one of the number one. It's in the high 4 in the nation as far as hospitalization.
Oh my!
And it's just I look and I see people going to football games, restaurants, and without any protection, going into the supermarket. And
unbelievable.
It's just like nothing is
it's getting through.
Yeah.
Nothing's getting through to him. Yeah, nothing's getting through to him, Dan.
And the things that the governor gets involved with and says it's not important, but things like you see the hospitalizations go up. So if they're going up as well, you know that the death rate is up there, but we're not getting those figures on that.
I think they're saying contradictory things. You can't tell me that the hospitals are full, but our COVID rates are down.
Yep.
If the ICUs are full across the nation, how can we say that's good? So they're putting spins on things, Danny.
And the situation is that some of the government officials, mayors, what have you, have now stated that they're requiring employees of the government to have their vaccinations. If they don't, then they would have to pay some type of surcharge, if I might use that word, to pay for the insurance. So that created another situation, So it's just puzzling as to what's going on. And as long as the businesses are doing great, nobody's saying anything.
Unbelievable. But people are dying. I don't get it.
Yep.
Where's the God in we trust? Where is it? It's like in money we trust.
Yeah.
And Bishop, I love football. I like to go to a good football game. I
Oh.
like to see a good game.
We like to go live too.
Yeah. I miss it, man.
I have no desire, and I see them in the stands. The place is packed, the yelling going on. It's like
It's foolishness, Danny.
Yep.
It's everything that people are conducting themselves. That people are acting as though how can I say this without hurting anybody's feelings? Well, probably will hurt some. Everything that people are acting like there's never another opportunity to do, you can wait to do. You don't have to go to a bar. You don't have to go to a restaurant. Don't have to go to a club. You don't have to go to a big outdoor gathering. You don't have to go to a concert. You don't have to do that right now. Why are we acting as though these events that we have done all of our lives, if we have to wait a couple weeks to do a thing, why is that such a hard thing to do?
Yeah. Yep.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yep. I just.
And we're watching it spread. The pattern recognition is undeniable. Put people back together, explosion. Put people back together, explosion. Now they put the kids back together, and there's an explosion going on all over the place.
Yes.
Couple schools up here, they're going virtual for a few weeks
They got to.
because of the outbreak. It's just
They weren't in school 2 weeks. 4 schools closed in Philadelphia.
Yep.
4.
Yep.
Well, down here,
Willingboro,
we have
same thing. Yep.
intensive care as well.
And you're not hearing much about it. But there's no way they're going to cram these kids back together, and COVID's not going to be an issue.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm a little too conservative. I don't know. How's my sister doing, man?
She's doing great. Bishop.
She all right?
Yes. She's wonderfully blessed. I'm telling you.
Please tell her I'm praying for her mightily.
Will do, Bishop.
All right, man. Talk to you.
All right. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. You be blessed. Thank you.
Now, drive-in service today.
Yep.
The Lord has given us some good weather once again, 11:30. Come on down to the plaza and join us for an outdoor encounter. When you get here, you will be instructed as to where to park, what radio station to get on your radio. The praise and worship will be wonderful. We hope the word will be beneficial. Tomorrow, all day long, we want you to join us. We're at 8 a.m., then we're back at 9:45, then we're back at 11, and then we're back at 6 with 10 times better. So we want you to join us all day tomorrow. Spend the day with us. We'd be glad to have you as a part of our excitement, part of our encounter yet tomorrow, all day long. Now, if you have a prayer request, we want you to email us and mail it to social@gotobethany.com. That's social@gotobethany.com. And subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ on YouTube. Please follow us there. Subscribe to us. Hit that notification button, all that good stuff, so you can join us every time that we broadcast something that we believe will make a difference in your life. And also, I want you to join us on our podcast platforms. That's DGEMS, 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 and the OnPointe podcast platforms. Great discussions, great information. You will not be sorry. Now today at 11:30, we're looking forward to when is our anointing oil blessing service?
The 26th.
26th of this month. Yep. We're going to bless your oil. Many of you will remember that back in February of 20, we, in anticipation that we didn't know what we were anticipating for, we blessed the oil of a couple thousand people. And we're going to have another a blessed oil service. We want you to get your oil at home and get ready for that service. Get it ahead of time. If you have some there, good. and you can be a part of that great prayer. And we got great testimonies off that blessed oil. Sicknesses healed, situations remedied. It was just an amazing time. So you want to be with us on the 26th of this month as we have a blessed oil service once again. Now, what else do we have, Pastor Nick? Anything?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
We light on announcements today.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Oh, HBI. We have Abundant Harvest Bible Institute.
Okay.
Classes are starting next week.
Not this week. Next week.
Yep, next
Okay.
week. So go to our website, go to Bethany.com.
Okay.
Click on HBI. We have some 4-week classes, 8-week classes. Pastor Prescott, mine start next week. Pastor Wendell Jones and Reverend Cynthia Jackson, I believe they start in the end of October.
Okay.
November.
Okay.
So we kind of stagger it. So.
Okay.
So it's be good.
You want to take part in our Abundant Harvest Bible Institute classes. You will not be sorry. Impact your life for the rest of your life.
Yep.
So we got about 3 minutes left now. Just as a teaser for next time, what do you think is going to happen with the very progressive agenda that Biden has right now?
I think the problem is the Senate, because the Senate,
Right.
you don't have enough Democrats
Right.
in there to really
Right.
push stuff through.
Right.
It's really getting this virus under control.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the train has already left,
Mhm.
and this whole I'm doing me and I'm living my life thing is so intense and so hard. It's almost like we're willing to sacrifice everybody else just so I can go to an event.
It's counterproductive to the longevity.
Yeah.
Why do we have to manufacture a disaster?
Yeah.
And do we have to get up to 1 million people dead before people say, you know what, maybe I should wear a mask, maybe I should get a vaccine, perhaps I don't have to go and defy whatever they're defying. I told a friend of mine the other day, this is the wrong time to rebel. Mask is not the time to rebel. Vaccine is not. It's the wrong time to rebel.
Yeah. And I think some people think, well, it may never hit my door.
Can't reserve a pissing section in a swimming pool. You can't do it.
And both of us have had to give up some big opportunities during this time frame. Some big events.
But I got to tell you this.
Yeah.
I got to tell you. I got a notice yesterday, invitation yesterday, to an event where national guys coming in town, and they're inviting all of the bishops and stuff to come to this one church. I'm thinking, if I'm the leader, I'm not asking you to come to that.
Right.
We can wait to have that.
Yep.
Do you have to have the gathering now?
Yep. Because again, like you said, people think, well, I got by all these different times.
It's a numbers game.
And you never know that one time.
No, it's a numbers game.
It could be it.
I've lost too many friends.
Yeah.
New York,
Yep.
Pennsylvania, southern states, Midwest,
Yep.
to this thing. And they insisted on doing something that could have waited.
Yep. Absolutely. You didn't have to do that now.
No.
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 But we're known as a selfish people, so it's just.
Well, we're leaving no doubt.
Yep.
They say we're out of time. This has been On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based caller talk show in America. We're live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Thank you for joining us today. And remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you. And I'll see you next time on Point. Pastor Nick, here we go again. See y'all 11:30.
Right.